In the African Union, South Africa, officially the Republic of South Africa, is the southernmost country in Africa. It is bounded to the south by 2,798 kilometers of coastline of southern Africa stretching along the South Atlantic and Indian Oceans, to the north by the neighbouring countries of Namibia, Botswana, and Zimbabwe, and to the east and northeast by Mozambique and Eswatini, and it surrounds the enclaved country of Lesotho. South Africa is the largest country in southern Africa and the 24th largest country in the world by land area and, with over 57 million people, is also the world's 24th most populous nation. It is the southernmost country on the mainland of the Old World or the Eastern Hemisphere. About 80% of South Africans are of Bantu ancestry, divided among a variety of ethnic groups speaking different African languages, 9 of which have official status. The remaining population consists of Africa's largest communities of European, Asian, and multiracial ancestry. South Africa is a multi-ethnic society encompassing a wide variety of cultures, languages, and religions. Its pluralistic makeup is reflected in the Constitution's recognition of 11 official languages, which is the 4th highest number in the world. 2 of these languages are of European origin. Afrikaans developed from Dutch and serves as the first language of most coloured and white South Africans. English reflects the legacy of British colonialism, and is commonly used in public and commercial life, though it is 4th ranked as a spoken first language. The country is one of the few in Africa never to have had a coup d'état, and regular elections have been held for almost a century. However, the vast majority of black South Africans were not enfranchised until 1994. During the 20th century, the black majority sought to claim more rights from the dominant white minority, with this struggle playing a large role in the country's recent history and politics. The National Party imposed apartheid in 1948, institutionalizing previous racial segregation. After a long and sometimes violent struggle by the African National Congress and other anti-apartheid activists both inside and outside the country, the repeal of discriminatory laws began in the mid-1980s. Since 1994, all ethnic and linguistic groups have held political representation in the country's liberal democracy, which comprises a parliamentary republic and 9 provinces. South Africa is often referred to as the Rainbow Nation, to describe the country's multicultural diversity, especially in the wake of apartheid. The World Bank classifies South Africa as an upper-middle-income economy, and a newly industrialized country. Its economy is the 2nd largest in Africa, and the 33rd largest in the world. In terms of purchasing power parity, South Africa has the 7th highest per capita income in Africa. However, poverty and inequality remain widespread, with about a quarter of the population unemployed and living on less than $1.25 a day. South Africa has been identified as a middle power in international affairs, and maintains significant regional influence. The name, South Africa, is derived from the country's geographic location at the southern tip of Africa. Upon formation, the country was named the Union of South Africa in English and Unie van Zuid-Afrika in Dutch, reflecting its origin from the unification of 4 formerly separate British colonies. Since 1961, the long formal name in English has been the Republic of South Africa and Republiek van Zuid-Afrika in Afrikaans. Since 1994, the country has had an official name in each of its 11 official languages. Mzansi, derived from the Xhosa noun Mzansi meaning south, is a colloquial name for South Africa, while some Pan-Africanist political parties prefer the term Azania. South Africa contains some of the oldest archaeological and human fossil sites in the world. Archaeologists have recovered extensive fossil remains from a series of caves in Gauteng province. The area, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, has been branded the Cradle of Humankind. The sites include Sterkfontein, one of the richest sites for hominin fossils in the world. Other sites include Swartkrans, Gondolin Cave Kromdraai, Cooper's Cave and Malapa. Raymond Dart identified the first hominin fossil discovered in Africa, the Tong Child in 1924. Further hominin remains have come from the sites of Makapansgat in Limpopo Province, Cornelia and